Well, good evening. I'm going to go ahead and kick us off. And welcome. Hi, my name is Marc Schaffer. I'm the proud superintendent of Community High School District 128, and thank you so much for joining us this evening for a special event for our coveted foundation. Our foundation was founded actually in 2007, and since then, the partnership between the foundation and the school district has been extraordinary. Certainly on behalf of the school district and our school board, we are grateful and for, of course, all that the foundation does to support our students through scholarships, through students in need, through daring innovation grants. Like I said, it's really special. I want to acknowledge we're at Vernon Hills High School, one of our two amazing high schools here in our district. Dr. Andrew Young, our principal, is joining us this evening. So we really appreciate you coming this evening. Without further ado, I'm going to turn this over to Erica Rendall, who's going to speak to us about our program.
Thank you very much, Mark. All right. Can you guys hear me? I'm going to put this in here. We're done. Good evening, everybody. Thank you so much for coming tonight. It is really a privilege to stand here and see so many supporters of the foundation, educators, alumni, community partners, all of the D128 Foundation. If I could just get a show of hands, if you have ever been on the foundation board, please raise your hand. Ever or currently? Yes, thank you. Thank you so much. I think that speaks to the support that this foundation has. As Mark said, we were established in 2007 with a mission to enhance and enrich the instructional program at District 128. And at the core, that means that we are here to make an impact in the classrooms and learning experiences and in students' lives. Since its founding, more than $655,000 has been invested back into our schools because of the foundation. This has extended opportunities beyond traditional budgets for our students and impacting our students in ways that I will talk about a little more. This impact takes many forms. Daring Innovation Grants. With this, educators have been empowered to bring us bold ideas that enrich classrooms and inspire curiosity. Through the Students in Need program, barriers have been removed so students can focus on learning rather than hardship. And through our scholarships, graduating seniors have been supported as they take confident steps towards their future. Each of these efforts shares a common thread. They make a real, lasting impact on students and educators alike. Sometimes that impact is best understood through a story. A school social worker recently shared that the foundation was able to help a student who suffered a sudden loss of a parent. The support of students in need allowed the students to maintain their involvement in school and continue the community with their teammates and friends. In a moment of profound loss, that financial support meant stability, connection, and care. It meant that that student could continue showing up, surrounded by people and routines that mattered most at that time. And tonight we gather to recognize the people behind that impact. Tonight we are going to be unveiling a donor recognition wall that is more than a collection of names. It's a visual representation of the impact made possible through community and partnership. Every name on this wall tells a story of someone who chose to invest in education, who believed that their support could help open doors, spark ideas, and strengthen our schools. For the students that walk past this wall, I hope that it will stand as a powerful reminder that they are supported by a community that believes in them. While they may not know every name on that wall, I hope that they will feel the impact in their classrooms, in opportunities, and in the confidence that comes from knowing others care about their success. This wall also reflects the strength of collaboration within the D128 community. Our work is made possible through strong partnerships with district leadership, educators, families, alumni, businesses, and volunteers, all united by the belief that making an impact in education education is a shared responsibility. As we unveil this wall, I also want to express deep gratitude and commitment to the stewardship of this fund. We honor the trust that you have placed in us, and we remain dedicated to ensuring that every gift, large or small, continues to make an impact today and well into the future. To those that are here whose names are on this wall, thank you for the difference that you have made. To those who support the foundation in ways that you may not see day to day, thank you for your partnership. And to those who may be inspired by what you see tonight, we invite you to join us, because together we can continue making an impact for our students and our schools. So now it is my honor to invite John Landgraf up here to say a few words.
Thank you, Erica. Anne, I'd like you to come up here and join me, if you would. Camera person wants to get you in here. So, I'm John Landgraf. This is my wife, Anne. We've been residents of Vernon Hills and Libertyville for 40 years. We have 3 children. They all went through Libertyville, and happy to say they all graduated from Libertyville High School. And really proud of the fact that our oldest granddaughter is a sophomore here in Vernon Hills High School. And her middle sister, who's here, is going to be joining her in the fall. So, and the youngest one will also be eventually here. So we'll have 3 through Libertyville and 3 through Vernon Hills. So we've lived in Vernon Hills, we lived in Libertyville, we have kids in Libertyville, and we have now grandchildren in Vernon Hills. So we support both schools. Interesting enough, in the mid-90s, Libertyville High School was just bursting at the seams with students. And they went to a split shift, and every time they had a referendum to expand the school, basically it got voted down. And this one here constantly complained, I can't believe they can't pass this. I said, do something. And she did. She got involved, passed the referendum. Help pass the referendum, thank you. Okay, she'll correct me. That's why I invited her up here. But later on, joined the school board, got actually ran for office and got approved in '99 and served on the school board for 10 years. Was president of the school board for 5 of those 10 years. Before she finished the school board in 2009, she decided to join the foundation in 2008. And then went on to be president of the foundation for a number of years, and I think retired from the foundation in 2015. So I was always very, very impressed with the foundation, everything that was done. So I'm just a crazy old retired guy, and I went to Diane and Kristen about a year ago, and I talked to them about building a donor wall. And they said, okay, and they played along with this old guy and said, but, you know, the first thing is, it is true, John, you have 2 schools. Yeah, I know you have 2 schools. Okay, so I guess we're building 2 donor walls. So there is a clue to this donor wall, don't worry, for those from Libertyville, there's another one in Libertyville. Second issue was, where do we put it? And I didn't think that'd be a big issue. I go, the high school is a really big space, but they said, we're the foundation, you know, we don't have access to the space. So Kristen and Diane found the space. And the third thing, which is important, how do we tell the donors the fact that we spent money that could have been used to help the students? I said, well, I'll make that very easy. We'll just pay for it. So I wanted to dedicate this wall to my wife, Anne, whose commitment to the school, both as the board and as part of the foundation. And I'd like Diane to come up and unveil the wall with her.
Should come down, not the whole wall. All right, 1, 2, 3.
So Anne knew nothing about this, and thank you, Erica and Diane, for trying to keep this a really good secret.
Yeah, you did. And for a long time, I had no idea.
So I will pass the mic. They said, would you like to say a few words? So you got to say something.
Well, thank you. And thank you for those sneaky people working behind the scenes on this. D128 has always meant an awful lot to me, going back to the 90s when I did work hard on the referendum and got the school built. And then I went on to join the board, as you said. And I think we've got two terrific schools doing wonderful things for kids. We have wonderful staffs at both schools, and that just makes me so proud. Whenever I think of my time at the district, I just am so proud of what the kids are doing and the futures they have. So certainly this was a big surprise. Hopefully this will encourage others to join us on the wall, and hopefully the foundation will do many, many more good things and help students in need, as well as extra scholarships and programs for the teachers apply for. So nice of you all to be here tonight, and thank you very much.
I'm going to pass it back to Erica, but I want to say it's been interesting, for me with the foundation, because they came to Anne and myself back in 2010, and they wanted a donation. So I said, of course, we'll donate. But at the time, basically the foundation raised money for the year, and they spent it all in the year. And I know what that's like. You can't count, year to year how much you get in. So I said, why don't you start an endowment? And if you start an endowment, I'll give more money. And some of them didn't know what an endowment was. And I explained it. They said, well, that's a lot of work. But actually, that was 2010. In 2011, they created the endowment. So we had committed $5,000 for 5 years to get the endowment started. And I asked Erica what the endowment is today, and I was flabbergasted. It's grown from that $5,000 to over $500,000, right? So it's all about, for me, it's about big goals and big challenges. So Erica, here's the challenge. I'd like to see that $500,000 is nice. But I think $1 million is a much nicer, rounder number. So here's So here's the deal. So the challenge is, if you get $25,000 of new money into the endowment, we'll match it this year. And not only match it this year, we'll match it for the next 9 years. So challenge on. You decide whether you want to accept it.
Thank you, John. I say we accept. Thank you so much, and that was really hard to keep a surprise for this long. I do want to say a few words of thanks, and then invite everyone to join us in the cafeteria for a reception. Thank you first to Dr. Schaffer, Dr. Young, and Dr. Alvin for your partnership in working with the schools and finding the spot and being open to all of our ideas. So thank you so much. We really appreciate your partnership. I also want to give a special thank you to Kristen and Jake Slavish. Kristen, who was our former chair, who got this all kicked off with John. Thank you so much for seeing his vision and bringing it all together for us. And to Jake, her son, who was one of our interns, and did some very heavy lifting on pulling together all of our donor databases that were all in good order, but they were in multiple different places. And with his computer science degree that he's working on over at UW, helped us put it all together in one place so that we can maintain it well going forward. Thank you. And just a final thank you to John. You've been an incredible partner. Thank you for helping us bring this to life. And I really do look forward to a really bright future for the foundation. So, thank you guys.